Hello, my Todds and Vixens. I'm XFox1, and welcome to Mass Effect. I know I've said this a lot on my stream before, but I absolutely love this game. This is the first full-length RPG that I ever played and beaten. It was one of the first games that ever got me interested in whatsoever. And again, my father was the one who introduced me to it. I was heavily debating on waiting until the remake came out, but I figured the best way to show the improvements from previous generation to the next generation would be to play the original and show you the new version when it comes out. Ooh, and we're getting that cutscene again. That's fine. So, without further ado, let us begin. Alright, I do have a lot of characters on this game. I know that whenever the remake comes out, it will be for my PlayStation 4, so I won't have any of my save data or anything to go on. It will be like a completely fresh start, which I'm also looking forward to. So we are going to start a new career.
To Alliance military database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright, and for a quick start, we can just play as regular old Fox Shepard, which I believe he is a Saran war hero soldier. Or we could enter a new ID, or I could select one of my characters that I have played as before. But consistent, it's my Fox Shepard, and I believe the max level you can get is 60, so she's not even fully max leveled yet. However, she is the character that I play as the most. As you can see, I have 82 hours on her, which is a lot. And
Alliance military database.
oops. Okay, it's gonna restart. That's fine.
Requested.
So Fox Shepard was the very first Shepard I ever made and kept. I kind of got her whenever the Resident Evil movies were coming out, and I was absolutely infatuated with the woman who played Alice. I thought she was both breathtaking and, you know, a badass when it came to it. And I kind of drew my inspiration a little bit from her looks. Well, as best I could. The character customization is a little rough, as we will see. So I could do a custom male, a custom female, which I'm prone to playing as, or I could do a quick start male or a quick start female. And again, their specifications and classes and backstory will be the basically vanilla. The spacer, do war hero, soldier. So it's not bad, but I prefer to do my own. And I think for this one, I absolutely love playing as females in the games. I don't know what about me it is. I just really love playing as women. You know, you do tend to see a lot of people playing as the females in RPGs like this, and as much as I would love to continue that trend, I think I am a male character. Fox, because I have a problem. And fun fact, I actually have a friend in college who is named Fox. And if you ever by chance see this, which I highly doubt you will, but if you ever do, hey, I say hi.
Please reconstruct profile.
And I also like this little detail. It's a little, what's a good way to put it? It's a little, I'm trying to think of the word. I love the soundtrack, by the way.
Confirm pre-service history.
it's a little immersive how they have you build up your character. Since your information was corrupted, you had to build it from the scratch up. So both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transformed from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist, you were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attica Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Earthborn, you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great metropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty by enlisting in the when you turned 18. Now, I love playing as a tragic backstory. However, there are some unique dialogue choices in the third installment of this game that I would really like to see, so I'm going to do a spacer. Sole Survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you are alone and left to tell the tale. War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeated the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. And Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been cold, calculated, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. So normally I would love to go War Hero because it's the kind of person that I would be to make sure that my team survives despite the odds. But I think Soul Survivor would be a better storytelling item.
Military specialization.
So in like most typical RPGs, Soldier would be like your warrior class. You can wear heavy to medium armor, or medium to heavy armor, and you have access to every single weapon training, such as the assault rifle, the pistol, the sniper rifle, the shotgun, and I believe that's it. Sniper rifle, shotgun, pistol. Yeah, just those. Engineer is like rogues. So you get access to tech abilities, which are very helpful for synthetic enemies, which there are a lot of in this game. And you also get access to light armor, and you can only have training with the pistol. And the adept is the exact opposite. It's like the mage of this universe, where adepts are biotic specialists, though upgradable implants. They can use biotic powers to lift and throw objects, shields the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. You are only proficient in light armor and training with the pistol. Infiltrator is sort of like a warrior rogue hybrid. You get access to pistol and sniper rifles as well as medium armor, and you also get access to training with tech abilities. Sentinel is like a rogue mage hybrid. You don't have any access to any weapon training, so you can't use pistols, you can't use assault rifles. You can use them, but not effectively, I should say. Also, you get only the light armor, which it's still not that bad. And then the Vanguard, which is like a mage warrior specialization. I do really love playing as Vanguards because I do like the biotic abilities they have. For this, I do play as adepts as well. I think I'm going to either go with Engineer or Infiltrator. I'm going to go with Infiltrator. And since I have played this game and gotten many achievements, I am able to choose a bonus talent, which can be from the shotgun to the assault rifle, lift, throw, warp, singularity, barrier, or stasis. I think I'm going to go with assault rifle because having one more weapon to use effectively will give me that more advantage. And even though I do love how the vanilla Shepard looks like, I do think he's a very handsome man. My god. but I think I am going to change his appearance. I also do hate the fact that you don't even get to work with the original Shepard's face either. You have to cycle through all of these presets. Eh. Alright, so I think he was the original. Oof. Alright, I guess we'll start with him. So first, facial structure. It's kind of hard to make your Shepards look relatively attractive. I can make a pretty decent looking female, I will say that, but I have had plenty of practice with that. However, males are not exactly my forte, so if he ends up looking a little, please forgive me. Very withered. We're going to stick with relatively young skin, and I think we might give him a scar, but I'm not sure yet. Don't think that's too bad, but I'm gonna go with... I might go with these. They're not too bad. Again, I never understood really the point of neck thickness. Let's do maybe here. Whiter cheeks. How about no? Maybe about there. I'm sorry that I do take a while on character customizations. It's just... You're going to be looking at the Shepard for a while, and I want to make sure that it's something that looks good. Let's fill up his cheeks a little bit. Right about there. I don't know why, but all these eyes tend to look very tired. These one look way too alert. I guess alert is better than nothing. No, I actually kind of wanted them closer together. About there. And I don't know how to feel about those eyes. Alright, and just like in my fashion, I kind of like giving my characters green eyes. And again, that's mostly due to the fact that I have green eyes myself. Okay, mouth shape. And again, mouths are a little... I mean, they're more varied than the female Shepards, because I believe the female Shepards' mouths all tend to look very similar. But I think I'm going to go with this. It's... And not white-lipped. Not a kissy face either. About there. There's not really too much customization with the nose. You kind of just have like a pre-selected one. And you just work with it. I wish there was a way to change the width of the nose. There's probably fine. Alright, and I typically don't like to go for facial hair on my characters. However, I think facial hair might do this character some good. Since he is with Alliance military, there's a regulation the amount of that they are allowed to have. I think those eyebrows are fine. Kind of like that hair the most. All the other hairs are just kind of meh. But again, this is Alliance military, so again, hair regulations would also be a big thing, and I think this is the longest that you could really get away with. And as much as I would like to play as a blonde shepherd, I think I'm going to go with a brunette. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Alright, so this is Fox Shepard. And of course whenever the remake of we are going to be playing on veteran, auto level up, let's see, so points. Yeah, I would like to do that. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so when the remake does come out, I will be continuing on the story, and I will try to recreate Fox Shepard as best I can.
He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Specters are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
And for those of you who are aware, Joker, or Pilot, is voiced by none other than Seth Green, who you may be familiar with his voices from Family Guy, such as Stewie Griffin, Brian Griffin. I want to also say Chris Griffin, and I'm not sure who else I also think he did Dr. Hartman and Lois's father, Mr. Pewterschmidt. But yeah, he is a phenomenal voice actor, and I have nothing but respect for the man. And I think his performance in Mass Effect as Joker is outstanding. And yeah, I also agree. Anyone who believes the official story is an idiot.
Specters.
Relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell
Have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
I love Kate and Alenko. Alright, and as you can see, we're already geared up in all of our weapons and arms. Do we have any... Oh, we do have skill points already. Yeah, this is a close-up of our character. And if you've noticed the Paragon/Renegade, this game is kind of built off of a karma system, where the more good actions you do, the more of a Paragon you are, and vice versa. If you are more of a get the job done by any means necessary, without regards of anyone's safety, you will become more of a Renegade. And Charm and Intimidate are both influenced by your Paragon/Renegade percentage. I typically play my games as Paragons. I do have one character who is a Renegade, and I will admit that it is hilarious to play as one. But I am going to go for the Paragon route, because that's just the kind of person I am. And we're going to get assault rifles for kill. Nice. I will put points in Intimidate because there are certain bonuses that I could get, such as increased credit amounts when selling items, which is always nice. Excuse me. Gator Priestley.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading...
I kind of heard you arguing, dude.
Don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Operatives send a Specturian Specter on a shakedown run. It doesn't add up.
Huh. You had to specify his race, didn't you?
Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Yeah, but there was a whole bunch of stuff against that. That was a huge misunderstanding. We were kind of invading on their territory. Like, you know, you can't really hold that against them.
30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Speaking of which, tell me more about the stealth
What do you know
system.
about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of didn't mean to call out that
I'll see
that
if I
line.
can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Specters visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Specter.
Not his choice, Doc. Specters don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Ugh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Oh, let's see what these two have in mind.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, you gotta keep it down, boy.
Calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Specter on board.
You'll be
Treat this
fine.
like every other assignment you've had, and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody...
Something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Uh-huh. How about you guys tell me about
Tell me
Nihilus?
about Nihilus.
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
Well, what do you guys know
What
about
do you know
Specters?
about the Specters?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
That actually does sound
How do you
really
control
dangerous.
agents with unlimited power.
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
And I believe that's what we call
Why don't
foreshadowing.
we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Yeah, I think this is the time where you want to put the Corporal in place because, as we understand, Shepard is a sole survivor. He lost his whole entire squad on a cruise from a Threshamol. I don't think bringing that up would actually be really nice,
50
so...
Marines died there, Jenkins.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
Yeah, tell me about Eden Prime.
Aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even paradise gets boring after a while.
Oh, well, if it's calm and quiet, then why are we going there?
Eden Prime was chosen as our destination.
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Specter on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just take it easy, guys.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, so we got a little bit of backstory there. I also like that little bit of detail, the fact that the soldiers will salute you as you pass by. Just nice.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Well, where's the captain?
Said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I find it beautiful.
I just want to point out that Turians are my favorite alien races in this game, and I absolutely love the way that they talk.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
That kind of does sound like a threat, but since he's a Spectre and he's on board, I feel like he's for us, so...
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Well, that was
I
obvious.
figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Okay, but what's with the what's with the secrecy?
Reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean, huh?
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Well, if that's the case, then we should probably tell the Council.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Really? Evaluate me, huh?
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
By the way, why do they keep bringing up that painful memory of Akuz? I mean, again, our Shepard is a sole survivor. He lost his whole entire squad. And yet people keep bringing it up all willy-nilly. Oh yeah, and Nihilus, you put my name
Why
forward?
would a Turian want a human in the Specters?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Specters. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
And that's why I also have a high respect for the Turians. And of course, you know, Captain Anderson, you would also support this, wouldn't you?
This is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Well, while we're here, I could, you know, stand to hear more about the Protheans.
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees,
We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Oh, well, since the beacon is obviously of Prothean descent, what do you guys know about it?
So important.
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican
Oh,
Traverse isn't the most
there we go
stable
again.
sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Terminus
The
systems.
Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright, well, I understand that Eden Prime is a bit of a garden world, a bit of a peaceful paradise. Well, what else do we know about it?
More about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Alright, let's do this.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
It kind of looks like a giant hand.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
All right, you can trust
Got
us.
his back, Captain. The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
All right, and as you can see, we are now touched down on Eden Prime.
Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
And you can hear the fighting in the background. Alright, so Kaden is a Sentinel, which means he is both good with tech and biotics, and he is only trained in light armor and the pistol, so keep that in mind when trying to equip him and when deciding his skills. He should get barrier, and I probably will be using him for most of his biotic abilities, so I will raise up his Sentinel skill. Jenkins, I believe, is a soldier. Yep. And as a soldier, he is gifted in combat, which means he is efficient in any weapons that we give him and any armor that we can equip him. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's give him assault rifles, and let's give him one in soldiers for the increased health. Alright, and as for our character, since we are a infiltrator, as you can see, the weapons that we can use is the assault rifle, the pistol, and the sniper rifle. We are untrained in the shotgun, and what does that mean to be untrained? Well, if I look down the scope, you can see that I can actually aim with the weapon. However, if I switch to the shotgun, even though I press the button, I'm unable to aim it down, which means that my accuracy will be less effective. Now, don't get me wrong, I can still use a shotgun perfectly fine. I'm still allowed to use a shotgun, it's just I won't be able to be as effective. And since I have the bonus points, or the bonus features, such as weapons training, I unlocked the assault rifle, which I chose at the start of the game. Which means I can aim down with this. Alright, and just doing a little bit of exploration. We get our first weapon upgrade. Which for me, a high caliber barrel is actually really good. Plus 10 damage. I'll take that. And yeah, these are alien animals, gas bags, which look extremely disgusting, but they are extremely harmless. Ugh. They are extremely ugly looking, though. Oh, yeah, Jenkins, this is your home. That's all you have to say? Alright, let's move on. Ooh, charred bodies. Oh, snap. Alright. And as you can see, Veteran is nothing to necessarily sneeze at, because that first encounter nearly killed me. Dang it, we lost a
We'll see that
soldier.
he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
And that's the unfortunate truth. We can't dwell on Jenkins. There's nothing we can do left for him now. What we can do, however, is make sure that his home is defended. Ooh.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
First aid interface. That sounds actually pretty good. Let's see, and I think that is, yes, +1 health regeneration for 1 second. Don't mind if I do. Even a little bit, you know, actually will help me quite a lot. Take up. Okay, Kaden, get out of my way. Do I have any special abilities? Oh, I have sabotage, which actually would... Well, I can also overload their shields, I believe. Yep. And sabotage, let's see, overheats nearby enemy weapons and burns them for minor damage. Yeah, I think that will actually be very effective with the synthetics that we face. Very effective, apparently. Alright. Huh. Aren't you the woman who was on the little video that we saw on the ship?
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's your unit?
The rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Hey, these things happen,
This isn't
soldier.
your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Want to join us?
Help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What do you know about this
Describe what
attack?
happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What
And
happened
the
to
scientists?
researchers at the dig site.
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
What do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Have you seen a Turian Specter around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Ooh, plus 30% toxic damage for 1 second. That is not bad. Or per second, I should say. And here's a little bit of a tutorial trying to teach you about cover, even though I already know about cover. And of course, crouching down, taking cover. Yep, that extra damage to synthetics is very, well, it's very worth it. There we go. And I believe there was one more hostile down here. Move, Kaden. Alright. And anytime you hear that little or anything from your companions, it usually means they have something to say.
Still alive when they stuck him on the spike.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer. Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
An interesting thought, regardless.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Well, are there any
Got
survivors?
out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Alright, well, let's move out.
Plan, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
But as we continue on, we will grow more stronger in, well, strength. And let's actually test out this new sniper rifle.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Change of plans. Assault rifle it is. They have powerful shields, so we are going to overload them. You also want to keep their distance because row this sucker. There we go. Not too bad.
Now we know what those spikes are for. Turning our own dead against us.
It must take a few hours for the spikes to turn people into husks.
That it might, that it might. And yeah, that actually becomes very more important later on. Let's see. More upgrade stuff. An Omni Gel, which is nice.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
X, A, Y. Alright, not bad.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, you're safe.
We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Okay, what's wrong with him?
Your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
And yeah, to be a little bit of a renegade, you could punch him to knock him out. However, that is not how my Shepard operates. It's actually very interesting how the female Shepard words it. It sounds a little bit as if she takes enjoyment in assaulting him.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Have you guys seen a
Did you notice
Turian?
a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Huh. Interesting.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Saran.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saran. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship.
Whoa.
Look at the size of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I really love that cinematic. Move, kitten. Oh, Cannon died. I'm sorry, I love the little ragdoll physics of the companions when they die.
We should move, Commander.
Huh. I actually never noticed the container up here. I think I'm going to stick with what I have. But wow. You know, again, I played this game for so many hours. I got like, what, 82 hours in with that other character. And yet, that is the first time I've ever discovered that over there. So, just goes to show you can always learn something new.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now.
Yeah, it's
Nobody's
safe.
gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Oh, tell me more about
What
that
else can you
ship.
Tell me about the ship you saw.
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Oh, well, let's hope they did.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
And here we have our first case of Extreme Renegade or Extreme Paragon. Paragon or Renegade. Since I have invested time in doing the good deeds and investing time in my charm, I am able to persuade him to cough up any other potential things he might be hiding. If I was more aggressive or more of a delinquent, in a way, and I invested time into my intimidation, then I could have forced him to hand over anything else if he was hiding. But we're going to go with the good option.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Again, if you didn't have high enough Paragon as well as Charm, this option would have been grayed out more. But luckily for us, we have enough.
Something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Which enemies in this case would refer to the Geth or synthetics that use jamming signals, which they do often, so sometimes I don't even really bother with it, but it's something that you might want to consider too. Dang, that's two people now that I've lost.
Moving. Over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saran. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saran killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
So now we understand what the assistant meant by the Prophet, who led ahead with the enemy.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saran was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
And why were you
How come
behind
you're
the
the
crates?
only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Honestly, that does make me sick, but we're trying to be a good... Nah, honestly, you make me sick.
Ditch work. Then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone else.
I don't even have a gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and die? I couldn't save them. Nobody could. It was horrible.
Well, the fact that you're the leader of the smuggling ring, you may have had something that could have helped.
Contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Did you smuggle any weapons?
Hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Oh, look, I already let him have it, so Williams, just let it go.
Him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
You really should make
amends. A lot of
amends.
Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing necessarily new that he could tell us that we haven't already heard, so I think we should just move out.
Beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
So we didn't get as many Paragon points. Mind if I do? Let's test out these new grenades. Yes, please. All right, those new grenades will that new grenade upgrade will definitely work. Okay. Down. Now would probably be a good time. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. And missed. Alright, let's try to get closer. And of course he put up a shield. And damn. Damn. Mulligan. So yeah, as you can see, using the sniper rifle can be a bit tricky. However, I was able to land 3 perfect shots. And then messed up on the last couple ones. But hey, it happens.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
That doesn't look good.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yeah, and you gotta watch out for those rockets because they are devastating. And I have a little bit of a rifle of myself. Come on, stick your head out. Alright, well he's not going to be going to me. There we go. Be pretty good, which is nice. Damn. Nice. Oh, and our weapon's overheated. Alright, so instead of limited ammunition, like ammo clips, Mass Effect 1 runs on a overheating system, where if you fire your weapon a certain amount, it will eventually overheat, and you will have to wait for your weapon to cool off before you can continue firing. They will later ditch this for limited ammo again, but I think it works out better in its favor. So I actually do like the thermal clips in the later installments. But again, that's because I am just a huge fan of this game in general. Alright, and just Sorry. Apologies, I am just responding to my boyfriend.
My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
And yeah, you can see the amount of devastation that Geth ship, air quotes, left. It's fine because we're not really going to be facing off too many biotics. Geth, I believe, do use tech abilities, so it could be an issue. But I think she's fine. I think it overcompensates with the damage protection. And just checking over here. Aha. I knew there was something over here. Just some more armor upgrades, which is good. You always want to look at every nook and cranny for certain upgrades. Alright. And now that that's taken care of... Did I already get this over here? I did. Okay, just making sure. Alright, now that we're here, we can now investigate this beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Mine
Fine.
is throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
It's not your
no
fault.
way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Well,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I kind of just wanted to point it out how Ashley smiled at us. That was more than a grateful smile. That smile kind of said a little bit more.
I saw... I'm Not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm honestly a little upset with what happened to
I don't
Jenkins.
like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Well, on a plus note, why is Ashley here?
Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Honestly, good for her.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I'm a little upset that no one told us about the Geth.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I guess you do have a point. Anyway, you wanted to talk?
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
No, I don't got anything to hide. I didn't do anything wrong.
Anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saran, that other Turian. Saran's a Specter, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Specter's trouble. Saran's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why does he hate us?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saran has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saran was after?
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I guess a warning?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Good
luck.
luck.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saran took it. But
Again,
I
more
know
foreshadowing.
Saran. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Specter. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
Yes, sir.
We prove Saran's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright guys, I think that'll do it for tonight. We got pretty far. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. I'm looking forward to doing more Mass Effect. As I said, I'm going to continue on with Fox Shepard up until the remake, and I will recreate him as best I can and catch up to the story before continuing on with the series. However, for now, we are going to play this on the original on my Xbox One for as long as we can. So So thank you for joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing you at the same time, same place next week for more Mass Effect 1. You guys have been awesome. And good night.